Madden football is the home of Super Bowl 57, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Dallas Cowboys and the Miami Dolphins, and it comes your way next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. We count down the kickoff in what should be an epic one here, as it'll be the AFC champion Miami Dolphins taking on the NFC champions, the Dallas Cowboys. Brandon Gunn here with Charles Davis, and for the Dolphins, what a turnaround under first-year head coach Mike McDaniel. I mean, this is a franchise that had not won a playoff game since the year 2000, but wow, I mean, they're AFC champions.
Give them a big amount of credit for getting here, and how about this franchise in total? They have won the Super Bowl twice, but those were Super Bowls 7 and 8 in 1973-74. They are so excited to be back in the big game.
Meanwhile, the Cowboys have had some ups and downs since their last Super Bowl appearance, but they're back for the 9th time, trying to win number 6 and tie the Patriots and Steelers. For the Cowboys, their last Super Bowl title quite a while ago, January of '96.
And those were great teams. Jimmy Johnson was their head coach, Troy Aikman, Emmitt Smith, Michael Irvin, all Hall of Famers. They were known as the Triplets. But then you go further back to those great teams in the 70s, led by Hall of Fame coach Tom Landry, Roger Staubach at quarterback, Tony Dorsett at running back. Those were great teams as well. This one, trying to create their own identity.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. They will be led out by the 6-foot lefty from Alabama. It's Tua Tagovailoa.
And no doubt he's living out a dream right now. He's had dating back to his first days of playing football as a kid. But he certainly can't get lost in the moment right now. There's still a Super Bowl to be played. And his offense, they're looking to him to be their leader. You can take it all in when it's over. Right now, you've got the biggest game of your life to win.
Throwing to start here is Tua. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Second and 2. And here's a handoff out of the gun. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
My high school football coach was very fond of saying, you've got to meet force with force. And on a short yardage running play, that's what you're going to encounter. And how about them picking up the first down on that one?
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Tua. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. Couple of Alabama guys here. Tua to Waddle for the Miami first. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. From just shy of midfield, Tua. And that'll be incomplete.
I don't see more than trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He's left with no option here but to throw it away.
I'm quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week, but they failed on that 3rd down play. That brings up 4th down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. First look at the Cowboys offense as Dak Prescott gets ready to guide them.
2 years ago, we saw Dak Prescott carted off the field with a major injury. And 2 years later, here he is leading his Cowboys into the Super Bowl. What a rewarding moment for one of the league's most inspirational players.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
2nd down and 4. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you've got to have your guys up front on blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage, and that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
Vaughn on 1st and 10. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Prescott now. Open man, right side, it's Lamb. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. This defense, tough to run against. And those linebackers, they'll go side to side up the field, and there they get them for no gain.
If you can't get linemen upfield to the 2nd level to occupy them, they have a field day just running to the football and putting ball carriers on the ground. Not many yards after contact when they wrap up like that.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Miami set to take over. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. On play action, here's Tua. Open net is Waddle, complete. And he'll be out right at the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. And they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. Now a timeout here, an injured player, and that's Jalen Waddle, who seems to be in some discomfort. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Tua sets up to pass it. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Hands it off out of the gun. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Looking to pass. Tua. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, we keep stats on everything, don't we? This is one that you don't want to have. That's his 2nd drop right here in the 1st quarter.
Yeah, I was going to say, only in the 1st quarter. Certainly a ship that he wants to right quickly. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Here's Tua. And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So 4th down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders on the Dolphin field goal unit. The kick by Sanders is good, and the Dolphins will jump out to a 3-0 lead. So after drive number 3 here, we have a score, and it's 3 points after the field goal.
I would say the feeling out process for both these teams, I'd say it's over, partner. Everyone understands what's going on now. You've kind of probed a little bit. Now you want to start throwing the big shots. First 3 points up on the board could be significant.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he returns this to the 22. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. They start the drive with Vaughn. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Prescott. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First catch of the game for Cooks. It'll be a 1st down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Christian Wilkins there defensively for the stop. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Called fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. They're exactly right.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. Being chased out left. And that is incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line. They decide against going for it on 4th and 1, maybe to the dismay of their offense, but hey, a nice consolation prize down inside the 5.
Nice consolation prize indeed. So maybe the offense is upset, but they showed confidence in their defense by punting it away.
Back near his goal line, here's Tua. And that's to the former Cowboy. It's Cedric Wilson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Tua toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Tua now on first down. Completes it to the tight end, Smythe. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. To throw again on second down. Tua over the middle, complete. That's Wilson. 7 yards there and a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7.
A CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
And they decided to go with the safety blitz there. And look, if that gets picked up, quarterback really has the advantage then because he'll have more time to throw the football and some wide open space. But when it doesn't, that's a guy who gets a free run into the backfield. And oftentimes, the QB ends up on his backside as he did there.
Looking middle, and that's complete. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. They're going deep for Hill. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
One quarter done, 3 more to play here in Super Bowl 57.
3-0 is our score. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
And we are back and ready to go for the second quarter of the Super Bowl. Brandon Garden, Charles Davis, as always, thrilled to be with you. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert.
Down at the 2. Broke through the first contact, but ultimately stopped short of the goal line. 3 yards is the gain that time, second and goal.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker.
And the Cowboys are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Charles, one thing that he referenced to us yesterday was his confidence fitting the ball into any window, but obviously that window was a little too tight and it was closing in a hurry.
And he was talking to us about having anticipation in making those types of throws. Down near the goal line, I don't think you can anticipate it as much as you need to see it open. You've got to be precise with your throws down here in the red zone. That one goes into double coverage, and he gets picked off.
They'll begin on the ground here with Vaughn.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Some teams like to start aggressive to begin a drive, but this is still what you expect to see in normal situations. Just call a simple run, get a few yards to begin the series, and set yourself up for something bigger on second down.
From the 22, here's second and 8.
Here's Prescott. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. Well, the corner gets a hand on it, but he still makes the play. Touchdown, Cowboys! CeeDee Lamb, 78 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Dak Prescott, probably not the first name you think of in terms of strongest arms in the NFL, but he showed it off there.
And you'd think on third down they'd just be looking for something right beyond the sticks, and I think they called the defense flat-footed as a result because they decided they were going to take a shot right there, and it ended up being a big play.
Yeah, and that throw traveling an even 64 yards in the air. Tristan Vizcaino for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. So the drive there, they went 80 yards in 3 plays. And it's finished off by the touchdown from CeeDee Lamb. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Braxton Berrios now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
2 minutes gone by, second quarter. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. That's going to be caught downfield by Hill. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 52 yards rushing for him now in the first half of this Super Bowl. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but man, his first step is so quick too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Tua going to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
And when the defense wins and gives up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another second and goal. They'll look to throw. They complete it to Hill. A 10-yard completion, but still now facing third and goal. Back to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Cedric Wilson, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins are able to move back in front.
All drives that result in points hurt a defense, but when they are the sustained variety, play after play, and they just can't get off the field and stop them, that can be demoralizing.
Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it winds up in 6 points for the Dolphins. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. Dallas offense set for this next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Brandon, what's even more impressive is that came against double coverage. He gashed them with that reception, even with the extra focus that he drew from the defense.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now Prescott. On the out route, it's Lamb with a grab. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Up the middle, it's Vaughn. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
2nd and 8 coming up. Now Prescott. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
And a lot of being a defender is being able to learn what you can and can't get away with when in man coverage. In this case, he got away with it and helped pop that ball free.
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. To throw is Prescott. And that's complete to Cooks. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 28. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going, and if points result, we'll call this play significant.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down to about the 26 here.
That run wasn't a big breaker, but I don't think the guys on offense mind very much. They've got a nice drive going, and they might just be luring the defense in a little bit. They could probably come back with a play action, maybe go over the top. But right now, on this drive, their playbook is open.
Handoff coming left is Vaughn. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first. Prescott. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. So now on 4th down, Mike McCarthy will turn to his field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 39. And his kick here is good. And that will knot us up at 10. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. Berrios now from his end zone. Tua and the rest of the Dolphin offense heading back out.
5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes and subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of a route, too.
That's a nice throw there, and he's obviously feeling pretty good because, remember, he had a touchdown pass on the last drive, and here he comes out throwing again, and they wind up getting good yardage and a first down right out of the gate.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Tagovailoa working out of the gun.
Oh, he brings it in off the deflection. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Ooh, partner, that one was close. That one almost turned into 6 points for the guys on defense.
Yeah, because you can jump those out routes, take it the other way.
Yeah, so close, but instead, it turns into a nice play for those guys on offense.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now Tua. And that will be incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
On is Jake Bailey to send this one away.
There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it.
The Cowboys about set to take over on offense.
And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
2 minutes on the clock in the 2nd quarter of this Super Bowl. Working with 2nd and 5 now.
Here's Prescott. He finds his man, complete. That's Vaughn. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
It's caught left side by Cooks.
And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
And again, it's Prescott. He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Throwing again on second down. Prescott. That ball nearly intercepted. The rookie had his hands on it but couldn't pull it in. They tried the throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Throwing, Prescott. And this is going to be incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
On is the punter, Brian Anger, to kick this one away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. Now we get Tyreek Hill and the rest of the Miami offense back out there, making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but his shredding defense is getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
To his throw, caught by his receiver, Hill. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. Tyreek Hill's got another one. And they're going to get this up to midfield. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. From midfield, here's Tua. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Tua setting up shop to throw again. That's swung out to Mostert. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number 1. So we've reached halftime here in the Super Bowl, as now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everyone, to our brand new studios here in downtown Orlando in the EA Sports Halftime Report. First, though, let's get a check on the next-gen stats from that first half for the Cowboys. And they've had all sorts of success thus far tonight throwing the football, as they're on pace to throw for 300-plus yards if things continue the way they've been going. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, they too were able to take advantage of a soft secondary, as both of these two teams really threw the ball at will in that first half.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And through one half at least, this Super Bowl has been everything it was cracked up to be. All tied. What's your key for them, Charles, in the second half?
Simplicity, partner, because in the Super Bowl, with the extra time at halftime, I think some staffs get caught up in trying to design too many things. It's all tied up. They have to remember what they did to get here, put that back into play here in the second half, and I think they'll be all right.
Well, so far, this game has gone the way the defensive coordinator had hoped. They've dictated things, and they've not let them run the ball very well at all. They gave up a nice game there. I doubt it'll back off their confidence. They've played so well throughout this entire game.
From the 31, Prescott got his man complete over the middle. That's Ferguson. And they're going to get this up to midfield. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he's got some space here. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Those are the types of runs they told us they want to see more of. Look, they'd love the 60 to 70-yard runs, but those 10 to 20-yarders, they can help you win a ball game.
And that means everyone's invested because you know the big guys up front, that's what they do. They try and move people. But when you get your perimeter guys involved downfield, that means that they care about the running game and they know it helps their team.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Looking to throw. Prescott. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That one goes for 24 yards.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage one play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up 1st and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far in this drive. This offense on the march.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. So the first drive ended in 3. This time they take it down and punch it in the end zone.
So that first drive felt like they were just gathering knowledge, didn't it? Just enough to kick the field goal on the first one. And the second time they put it all together and got it all the way to the end zone.
Extra point attempt to come here. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17 to 10. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays, and a 9-yard run on the end of it. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
4 yards remain for second down.
Now whistles and a flag, and I believe the Dolphin got going a little early.
Liam Eichenberg, second-round pick in 2021 from Notre Dame, the guilty party.
The false start hurts him there a bit. Backs him up to 2nd and 9. Looking to pass. Tua.
Open man is Waddle, complete.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Going to the air. Tagovailoa completes it to the tight end, Smythe. So the completion good for 7 there, and it's second down. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Incomplete.
Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Here's Tua. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On play action, Prescott.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. He took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Prescott now.
Open man Lamb. It's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Out of the gun, it's a give to Vaughn. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. Here's Prescott. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Prescott to throw it. And they'll set up the screen to Vaughn. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Call it a loss of 2 there on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, we know the guys up front have to protect when it's a pass play, but it's really out wide. Sometimes you're going to swing a tight end or maybe even offensive tackle to get out there, but most of the time it's fellow wide receivers, and they really weren't up to the task there, were they?
Do you like that call on your own side of the field?
I don't mind that call at all, just about anywhere. But the key is you have to have the confidence, and then they have to execute their blocking assignments. Otherwise, you get the end result we just saw there.
Here's Berrios. Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7 though on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. 2nd and 8. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And that is incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Prescott. They'll drop this underneath to Pollard. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Vaughn. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. The good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. On target over the middle to Hill. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch, I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And again, it's Tagovailoa. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 14. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line, he provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Tua. is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this Super Bowl.
Man, he just ran a terrific route. Extremely hard to defend when it's run that precisely and the ball's delivered that accurately.
Sanders on for the extra point. And he gets it to go, and we're all even, 17 apiece. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it was finished off by a Jalen Waddle touchdown. (17-17) the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Prescott from the gun. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while, get at least 2 first downs, give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now in the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he's got the defense so much on their heels, got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy? And what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
A give running right is Vaughn. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Just one more quarter remains in the season-long race for the Lombardi Trophy here at Super Bowl 57 from Glendale. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Folks, welcome back to the biggest stage in sports, the Super Bowl, and now we get down to the good stuff, the 4th and final quarter. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down.
And they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 44-yard line. Running behind center with Vaughn. And some space here. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. After he cleared the line of scrimmage, nice little hole developed.
Yeah, great blocking right there at the start. But how about his vision, finding the open spaces and letting his feet carry him to him?
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. And Cooks hands it over the middle. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott, there again is Cooks, complete. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And this is going to be intercepted. Oh, no, he lost the football. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. Well, do you want to unpack that one, or do you want me to?
You're the boss.
We get the interception, then really he's just too loose with the football on the return, and he coughs it right back up the other way.
I've seen this happen in an NFL game, and boy, did it cost someone. San Francisco at Atlanta a few seasons ago. Atlanta throws the interception. San Francisco runs it back. Game is salted away. Fumbles on the return. Atlanta gets it back. Drives down, kicks the game-winning field goal.
How about that? And a crazy situation we just saw there. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. We hear them discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every offensive coordinator, play caller in the league, they take particular delight in their red zone calls because those are the payoff ones. But you can't call a play if your team doesn't have the ball. Got to secure it.
Very fortunate to get another shot. Here's 2nd and goal. Prescott. Another throw to Lamb. Able to get 9 out of that pitch and catch, but now 3rd and goal. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
3rd and goal, a big play in this Super Bowl. Now flags fly in, and one of the Cowboys looked like he got going a little early. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. A bad time for a false start penalty as they're backed up now for 3rd and goal. To throw is Prescott. Over the middle, complete. That's Vaughn. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
All right, field goal gets you the lead here. But I might want to just go ahead and go for something big.
Oh, come on, you got to kick it.
You got to be glad I'm not the head coach here, right? The whole team would want to revolt at this point.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to break our 4th quarter time. And his kick is indeed good. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17. Well, they're able to come away with the interception, Charles. They aren't able to move the ball all that much. However, they do get 3 out of it with a field goal.
Yeah, and anytime you do force a turnover, you have to come out of it with points. Everybody wants 6. They'll take the 3 there. Now it's their opportunity to do it again.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And this could become a career-defining drive for some. Down 3, Fourth quarter of the Super Bowl. This is where the legends are made in the National Football League as they begin this drive 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Mostert. Dances by him. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Looking to pass. Tua. And going deep for Hill. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Tua looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He is going to find Hill here. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That stop for a loss made by Damone Clark from his linebacker spot. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Now Tua. They complete it to Hill. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. He's got another first down, and he's also just a few yards short of 200 for the ball game.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Two first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. No big surprise, Micah Parsons doing what he does so well, dropping him for a loss.
One thing rookies need to learn at this level, and quick, make a cut, be decisive, and go. Because in college, you could dance around and wait for a hole to open because you're probably a better athlete than most of the guys on the field, but not on the NFL level.
Now Tua just going to bat this forward on the end around. And some room to work. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first. Well, that'll help the old passing stats. Remember, it was a pop pass, so it's not a wide receiver run there, Charles.
I like the way that you scored it, and that's exactly how it goes into the books. But remember, he's had success throwing the ball the standard way in this game. And here, this little tap pass, it goes for good yardage, a little something extra in his repertoire.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to the running game with Mostert.
A little juke. And he's got room. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3.
64 yards rushing for him now in just his first 3 carries.
We often poke a little fun at running backs past the age of 30. Oh, they're getting old, they can't run anymore. Well, he's showing past the age of 30, you can still have some nice runs like that.
You certainly can, and I think that we're starting to expand our definition of old running back. Because it used to be as soon as they hit 30, we want to get rid of these guys and go to the younger guys. But now that the guys are taking such great care of themselves, as you pointed out, you can still get explosive runs at any age.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa.
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8.
Big DeMarcus Lawrence getting in there and bringing him to the ground. The 1st and goal looked like things were set up nicely, and now all of a sudden on 2nd and goal, Charles, a big challenge ahead of them.
And you have to know when you're this close to the goal line, things are going to happen faster, so you've got to get the ball out quick. Not going to have much time in the pocket before the defenders bring pressure.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run.
And the Dolphins have regained the lead in the second half of this Super Bowl. This has definitely been a back-and-forth affair, and now they have the lead here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, and they gave up the field goal on that last drive, as we remember, but it felt like their offense told them, don't worry about it, we got your backs. We'll come back with a touchdown of our own, and they did.
Sanders now to add the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. So that one a long 11-play drive. And the capper that put it in the end zone, a run of 8 yards. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Fielded just outside the goal line.
And out now come the Cowboys.
And we're at the time in this Super Bowl where, look, they need points. And they need them badly. Trailing here in the 4th quarter as they begin this drive 1st and 10.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. He gets it to Cooks. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Vaughn.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, let's face it, that's just a helpless feeling for a running back there. He's looking up to find a hole, and all he finds is a whole lot of ticked-off linebacker.
The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Here's Prescott. And that is incomplete.
And there was a good opportunity to just want to ride there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
Here's Brian Anger now, as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight.
Going to be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Miami's offense set and ready to go. And the tension ratcheting up all around. A one-score game, 4th quarter of the Super Bowl. This is what you folks came for. Every play with the potential to win or lose a title as they look to drain some time off this clock. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 82 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Play action, now it's Tua. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Tua caught by Wilson. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Well, one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 right at the 40. A run with Mostert up the middle. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. Now the objective there, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. That's a gain of 4 here in the 4th quarter, with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
Tua on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Cowboys' defense is going to get them the football back. So that's a decision that could loom pretty large here. They go for it on 4th down, but come up empty.
But I actually like the call, and the reason? It shows me a head coach has faith in his team overall. First on the offensive side, thinking they can pick it up, but also knowing that he has faith in his defense that if they don't, they'll go out there and stop them. I like the confidence he showed.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw pulled in by Lamb. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
That gets them the 1st down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
The clock still runs. We're at 90 seconds now. Now Prescott. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
You get into these 2-minute drill situations and you often got tired legs on the offensive line. But these defenders, they've been rotating in and out, and they're a little bit fresher and quicker. And the pressure there forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw, Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Vaughn. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Here's Dak.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
You want to see a defensive coordinator get upset and throw his headset? This is the kind of play that'll do it. You force 3rd and long. This is almost sort of a give-up play. You're just hoping to get something positive, and it winds up breaking big, and they convert on 3rd down.
First down now, but that clock rolling. Prescott. He'll fire this deep for Gallup. And that is dropped. Oh, my goodness. That could have been a game changer, but he could not hang on.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Prescott. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Now Dak. Open man Lamb. It's complete. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. Here's Prescott. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. And a great game comes down to this. Time for one play, and they've got to get it in the end zone.
And I want every cover guy I've got in the game on defense, every extra defensive back who can make a play on the football. So whether it's nickel, dime, quarter, whatever you want to call it, I want 5, 6, 7 guys back there.
One last shot for Prescott. And this is caught. A play for the ages. It's a touchdown to win the Super Bowl on the final play. And the Dallas Cowboys will hoist the Lombardi Trophy. They are the kings of the NFL. For the victors getting to hoist that Lombardi Trophy, you know, we've talked to guys that have done it, and they say there's no better feeling in sports.
I don't know how there can be. The journey to get to this game is incredible. And then to finally break through and win it when all eyes are on this game alone because there's nothing else going on, that's just got to be absolutely amazing. The task, incredible. But the accomplishment, forever.